What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I would like to welcome you all to another edition of Wayne's Perspective, where we operate in discipline, decency, integrity, and respect. All right. To begin, I hope everyone is doing okay. As for me, you know how I do. Business as usual today. Another work day in the books. Just taking one day at a time and living life the best way I know how. Y'all know how I do. So, like I said, shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to the new subscribers who's joining Team Discipline. Shout out to you, everybody who's been checking out all of the recent videos. Shout out to you. I appreciate it. I'm doing my best getting this content out there. So I got nothing but mad props and respect for all of you. So with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into this video. This is going to be another reaction video. And as you can see by the title, yeah, this is going to be about DJ Vlad. But before we get into him and the two videos I'm going to be reacting to, um, when it comes to DJ Vlad, I first heard about him through mixtapes way back in the day. Now, longtime fans and those who own mixtapes back then remember a rap phenomenon series that he did with DJ Dirty Harry. Shout out to him. I've been a longtime fan of his. And DJ Green Lantern, they did a rap phenomenon series on Biggie and on Tupac. And those were some dope mixtapes. I'll admit that. So he contributed to those. But as far as I'm concerned, the real backbone of those mixtapes were Green Land and Dirty Harry, but it's all good. But like I said, that's how I knew about him. And I also saw a few clips of him on either one or two of those beef DVDs. I believe it was either the second beef DVD and or the third beef DVD. So that's how I know about him, commenting on stuff. And I'm aware of his podcast, the interview that he did with Havoc or Mob Deep. Now, I will say that was a very good beef, and I want to say that may have been a time after Prodigy had passed away, but that was a good interview. I may check it out again. But in the case of DJ Vlad, the one thing that I've been hearing about over the years is that he's a culture vulture, and we're gonna come back to that term. And basically it was the majority of us that made him rich. When it comes to culture vulture and leeching and everything like that, you won't find him too far behind. So that's what we're going to talk about here. And basically, he has some recent thoughts regarding the recent battle between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. So he caused quite a stir on that. So I'm going to add my thoughts in. And with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and get right into the first video. So before I get into that, I just want to give a shout out to Brother Harvey at Your World. Shout out to you, man. Keep on doing those good videos. And then I want to give a shout out to Mr. Tariq Nasheed. I'm going to be reacting to two parts of his video for today's video on my end. And Mr. Tariq, if you get this, I hope that Mike Check film comes to Virginia. I'm looking forward to seeing that. But I think the closest that is going to be as far as a screening is going to be in DC, and I wasn't trying to travel, with all due respect. So if I don't see it before then, I'll probably catch it when it comes out on DVD or when it becomes available to stream. So definitely looking forward to that. So again, shout out to these two brothers for their contributions, and again, fair usage for both videos, fair usage. So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to get my screen shared, and we're going to start with Brother Harvey's video. All right, here we go.
It had to be 20, I think it was 2014, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2013. No, 2013. I had started warning people, at least those who listen to my commentaries, to be weary of DJ Vlad because I was watching him interject himself into a disagreement between two black YouTubers or two black men who use the YouTube platform. Now, I'm not going to go into the two brothers' names because I don't want anybody saying, oh man, this guy is bringing your names up, because there are people out there right now who want to see trolling start. And I don't want anybody to go twist anything and think that I'm trying to get some started, because I'm not. But I have warned people. I said, this white dude is up to no good. And I said, y'all be weary of him. And I said, keep an eye on him. And I said that I wish to God that all these Negroes would stop going to this dude. He's a culture vulture.
Yeah, and let me stop it right there, right quick. Harvey, again, shout out to him. He's been talking about DJ Vlad for quite some time. So even though he's going to repeat some of the same stuff, he's going to bring it to present day 2024. And he mentioned that term culture vulture. Now, when I hear that term, I think of KRS-One's line from the BDP song "How Not to Get Jerked." My old school fans, y'all know that song from the Sex and Violence album. And KRS-One said, he said, "See, rap music is a culture, and everyone outside that culture is a vulture. The vulture makes money on the culture. Understand, I ain't trying to insult you, but you're either using rap like the devil or you're pushing rap to another level." And that quote right there is so relevant to what we're talking about. And that's exactly what he meant as far as being a culture vulture. And Karis once said that in 1992. So we're talking at least 25 years after the fact, damn near 30 years after the fact, and that still is relevant today. And that's what we're dealing with here in the case of DJ Vlad. Let's go.
He's a shit star.
Right.
And when you have a lot of these well-known black men and black women sitting down, when I'm kept saying, what is this appeal? And then I thought about it, and I think we in the black community get a kick out of when white folk start to say something they like the culture. We get a kick out of it. We figure, oh man, they must be really cool if they like black culture. They like the food.
That's
They
what
like the dance to it. And not just
that's what
white
it
folk, other groups. Because if you go on Facebook or any of these social media platforms, if we see some Asian people singing gospel or dancing or doing things that we normally do in our community, we get a kick out of it because we figure, oh, they really cool. Or they invited to the cookout or the barbecue, whatever the terms we use. And I said, that's how we get desensitized. And that's why we keep getting screwed over. But this dude that made a lot of money, and this dude sits back and gives interviews to people.
Yep.
And he goes into, and a lot of our people don't realize he gets invited on different TV shows. And he talks about us. I've seen this dude pop up on CNN before. I've seen this dude pop up on Fox before. And most recently, this dude was on Piers Morgan talking about us. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was talking about O.J. Simpson, if I remember correctly, just recently. And and then when Jake Tapper and no more at CNN decided that they was trying to make Farrakhan a thing again, and I'm like, why he vilify Farrakhan? I'm like, Mr. Farrakhan is not the same Farrakhan that he was 30 years ago or 40 years ago. I mean, don't get me wrong, brother minister can still kick knowledge. But
right.
that fire that Mr. Farrakhan have, like he had, it's not the same. The man is an elderly man now. That man had health issues now. And the powers that be are not going to give him a platform on TV that they did back in the day. They just ain't going to do that because they know the entertainment, the way entertainment is promoted today is different. They're not going to take that chance for him to get his message out. Too many eyeballs out here. That's why you had your
Right.
Jake Tappers and the CNN, you leading to purge him off social media. So Vlad goes out there live. Now he's already out there talking shit about Nick Cannon and shit, exaggerating. And we all saw Nick Cannon was a little apologizing. He shouldn't have been apologizing. But he went out there and lied on Farrakhan. And Lord Jameer and some others like, wait a minute. And I'm like, it took these cats long enough to realize what this dude was doing.
I think
But
he meant
good old me, I don't have that popularity. I'm not.
and Harvey meant Lord Jamal, 1/4 of brand Nubian, but it's all good.
Famous
Let's continue,
person.
y'all.
I'm not a rich person. I've been yelling for people for a minute. And some who've been suddenly say, yo, dude, you've been yelling. I'm like, yeah, I told you. Because I said, I've dealt with people like him. And you see what's been going on lately in the news, and y'all see what I've been talking about the last few years. And y'all just see what happened last week. How now they've been trying to rope us into this debate, what's going on over in Gaza and Israel. And you see how Noah Tishby and Emmanuel Acho is saying that we're anti-Semitic that he always trying to sing this back to the black community. Because if you can make us the face of hatred and you get us out of the way, everybody can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, Harvey has been saying that for years. And those two names that he's talking about, I'm going to touch more on that when I get to Tariq Nasheed's video.
But the thing is, this dude is he made a lot of money off black folks.
Sure
And
did.
I kept telling y'all when Bill Cosby, Chris Brown, R. Kelly, and many other black folks, whether they was guilty or not, whether they messed up or not, this dude always got a lot to say. And certain black people have gotten very comfortable with him. And I said, these brothers and sisters, they tell it on themselves, but in the way I can, I'm glad they can are sitting down talking to this dude because now we know who they are. But I said, this dude is dangerous. And he lets you know what tribe he's from. Okay? And y'all know where I'm going with this. Because lately, these motherfuckers have ain't been hiding. They've been telling you who they are, and they are, and I'm gonna tell you something. I know this is getting dangerously close to saying they're the root of all evil, but man, everything turn around, they right next to something. Okay?
Right.
And my thing is they wonder why people look at them as for a particular way. Because like I said, when October 7th happened, they start coming at us and we did nothing to nobody.
That's true.
Now, the thing is, you got Kendrick Lamar, if I'm not mistaken, and Drake. They having this back and forth with each other. They doing this battle. These who can call each other out. What were they? Back and back. Be back and forth, right?
And let me start right there for a little bit. So before he continues, I just want to let you all know, if you haven't checked out my video titled Kendrick Lamar, Rick Ross, J. Cole, Drake, go ahead and check that out. I mentioned in that video, and I mentioned it now, as far as the quote unquote battle, I'm not interested. Now, Tariq Nasheed, he went in a little bit regarding the songs, but I'm not going to talk about that too much. Like I said, I'm just not interested. And I explained in my own video about the competitive edge. There's no competitive edge here. And I mean, you cannot convince me that any origin of this quote unquote battle is to see who's the best. That's not what this is about. And based on some recent happenings, and I think y'all know what I'm talking about, things are a little bit personal now. So, and granted, battles back then were personal, but even then there was an awe of one to be the best in hip hop at that time. So as far as the songs go, I'm not interested. And I'll say again, if it's something that you all want me to check out, let me know and I'll take a listen to it. But other than that, I'm not interested. And to me, it's a foregone conclusion that it should have been a foregone conclusion that Kendrick Lamar was going to win this battle. I mean, he'll run lyrical circles around Drake. Everybody knows that. But outside that, I'm not interested in this battle or anything like it. So let's carry on, Harvey.
And to be honest with you, I really ain't got no favors in this shit. I really don't listen to shit like that. You know what I mean? That's all I heard on the internet over the weekend. Matter of fact, it made the news this morning. And I'm sitting there, it's like, y'all don't talk about nothing positive, but the media get off on this because this morning on Good Morning America, the third, what's that the afternoon version of it, this made news. This is more earth shattering than anything, Kendrick Lamar and Drake and whatever. And so
Right.
Vlad, once again, he jumps into it. And this sister made a comment, said, this is black people business. So Vlad must have just went a deep dive, found out because she never did she say that she was her profession was in the comment. So I guess he had to go look at her, which who she was and stuff. And he found out that she was a professor at Princeton. So he was like, made a threat to her. I'm gonna let your staff or people at Princeton know blah 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 blah. Basically,
That's
trying to
crazy.
say, hey, I don't like you telling me what I shouldn't be doing. So I'm
And why would you want to bring the university into this? I mean, they have nothing to do with this, but I see exactly what Harvey is saying. I mean, why even go there, man? It makes no sense.
gonna go damn your ass out to Princeton. He put a white guy thing. He
Yep,
basically put a white guy,
sure
and
did.
I guess he didn't think that he didn't think that black folk was gonna call his ass out on him, but it backfired on his ass because he does this on a regular basis. When somebody call him out, he make these threats.
And let me say this too now. If he turns around and apologizes, that's normally what these cats do. They'll they'll make certain comments, whether they make it in a post or whether or whether they do a video or something like that. And then when the pressure get tight, that's when they want to turn around and say they apologize or what their words were taken out of context, sort of what Stephen A. Smith did a few weeks ago. That's normally what cats like this do.
He pull that white guy shit. He pull that white Jewish shit. Let's just call it what it is. And backfired. People calling his ass out on it. And
And
he's
they
coming
should.
back. Now he's trying to double back and try to explain himself and try to pretend like he didn't mean it that way or he wasn't threatening anybody's job or he's talking about why you saying that I can't have a say or in getting conversations. I'm like, it's the arrogance of people like Vlad. First of all,
Exactly.
every time people like Vlad get into our business, our community gets mucked up. Let's just keep it real. Every time they jump into our conversations, your shit gets blown out of proportion. This is why
Oh,
I got issue with hip hop the way it is now. Back in the day, when rap was a new thing, or it was party music, it was political with some social messages. Every now and then, it touched on a little vulgarity, a little sexual. That was cool.
yep.
But when NWA came out and they said, okay, this is going to be the formula for rap from this day forward. And for the last 30 years, it's been vulgar. But the people has been pushing it, has been a one to be the first one talking about never forget, never forget. They supposed to be our allies, but they pushing this vulgarity hard. And when you confront them, they never say, hey, my bad, or we apologize. They have no shame. And
They
then when you
sure
call
don't.
them out on it, they want to call you reverse racist or anti-Semite.
And that's the hypocritical nature of it. See, they can call you out on whatever all day and expect you to just take it. But the moment that you call them out on something, that's when they push back and want to call you names or say that you're wrong or you're taking it the wrong way. You see how this works?
And Vlad has gotten multiple times got caught doing that shit. Remember, as I said beginning of his commentary, he was instigating shit between two black men a decade ago. And I warned y'all, those who were suddenly, I said, y'all, this dude is dangerous. And for him to threaten a sister, I'm gonna go tell your boss that you telling me I can't get in this conversation. He put a white guy card.
That
But
is
he,
so
but, but
underhanded.
he, but he did that. I'm white and I said so.
Right. That's how they
This
get
is why
down.
when I look at DLQB and that little short fat black comedian that she always squinting and Michael John White and the rest of them, y'all keep running to this dude. Y'all keep making this dude making this dude money. Y'all cooning. Y'all making this white dude. This dude don't give a damn about y'all.
He sure don't.
This dude sits back and talk about black folk like dog. He sit back and talk about other black folk. He never talk about white folk. He never talk about what the shit the white folk do. I ain't never heard him sit back and call out Leah Dunham when she lied on what's that football, that Beckman was name. Was that Beckham? Her and what's the name? Amy Schumer. Back when they talk about he won't look at us because we whatever. I think he's got to be fat or white or whatever. Won't call out Chelsea Handler and little racist ass jokes. He never asked black folk how would you think about Harvey Weinstein or these other white comics. He never sat down and talked about how Roseanne was racist. What do they all got in common with him? He don't talk about these white politicians. He got five. Anybody black, he does this.
Yep, that's how they do.
Then he goes back and misrepresents shit, and I'm like, come on, man, But for him to get that confident, like I'm gonna go report a black one, I'm gonna tell your boss, I'm gonna put you in check. Don't you know who I am?
That's crazy.
And this is fair usage because I got issues with comedy hype, and I'm not gonna lie, but sometimes you gotta call it what it is. Sometimes these some channels they got better sources than I can ever get. It is what it is. But they put up his the tweet, and it says, "Wait, so a professor at Princeton is telling me a white person shouldn't be allowed to voice their opinion about hip hop? Is that how you interact with your students?" He didn't have to go there. All you gotta say, "Hey, if he could say, well, I have an opinion," and he could have went there, could have said, could left at that, but he went there and brought about her job. He brought about her students. She didn't say nothing about her job, her students.
Right. And like Harvey said, he ain't had to go there.
And then she said, what I'm saying is that you put your opinion in discussion that is not needed. This conversation it should be centered black people, not you. And he got Eric, he got mad. He brought in her about her job. And he threatened to go dime her out to her bosses. I guarantee you, if Vlad was having a discussion, better yet, if two well-known Jewish folk was having a conversation about something that was pertaining to Jewish people, better yet, what's going on with Israel and Gaza, and let's say a well-known black person went over there and said, "Hey, Israel, you need to do this." Vlad will be offended if somebody black was telling Israel how to conduct their business. Matter of fact, the Jewish community is mad that black folk ain't saying nothing. They want to tell us how we should communicate, how we should have our part in this. And black folks said, no, we ain't got nothing to do with this. Now, see, this is the arrogance. They want to inject themselves into our business.
And not only is it arrogant, but it's a clear case of self-entitlement.
We saying this is us. Let's do our thing. You worry about y'all thing. See, this is that paternalistic mindset that they have. That's why Juliana Margulies and Michael Rappaport and them want to tell black folk, why y'all ain't jumping? We say jump. But they'll tell us if we feel they doing something dirty, and mind your business. We'll tell you when to talk. Exactly. We'll tell you when to respond.
See, they want to dip their noses all in our business and again, expect no pushback. But the moment you dip anything in their business or make comments about what they're doing, then that's when it becomes a problem. Man.
But they feel they can say whatever they want. I mean, this is what they do. Anytime we have a conversation among ourselves, they feel they can just jump into the conversations. This is why we have so many issues in our community, because everybody feel they can chime in.
Right.
I see it all the time on social media. We having the conversation among ourselves. They butt in. Just like when we talk like the passport bros, that's a conversation that black men and black women should be having. You got everybody want to jump in and want to communicate about what black men should and shouldn't be doing, what black women should and shouldn't be doing. And we talk about how we rear our children. How I mean, is everybody jumps in. But when black folks say something, hey, mind your business, and what do? We zip. I never forget when Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton was going through some problems when Bill got caught lying about his relationship with Monica Lewinsky. And there were black women say Hillary should leave him. He's a dog. And what a white woman say, mind your business, shut up. You don't know their love. I never forget that. I'm like, ain't that a blood? But y'all sat on for years, these daytime talk shows for years, telling black women, you're strong and independent. You don't need a black man. You don't need, he's weighing you down, sister. I'm watching these people sit back, get in our business, and then we tell them that, hey, mind your own business. How dare you? This man threatened to go to her job. This man said that was basically saying, hey, you telling me to mind my business? I'm gonna go tell your boss. That's the first thing they do when they want to check a black person. They threaten their livelihood. That's the first thing they fucking do.
Exactly.
She didn't threaten his livelihood. She said, stay out of this conversation, man. This ain't about you.
Yep.
Whatever Drake and Kendrick got going back and forth, that's between Drake and Kendrick. And the black community, we got a right to call out or say who we gonna stand with. Let me say this again. For those of y'all who too young and wasn't around in the 90s, those names that y'all know, those elder statesmen of hip hop now, your Snoops and your Dr. Dre's and your Shugs and your Diddy's and all of them. Back in the 90s, and all of them like damn fools, East Coast, West Coast shit. And the white media was eating it up. And they had these gang units, these where they rap gang units they had across the country. Every time these rappers came into your city, they was watching, monitor their ass. And I still say they watching them. And this is why these rappers got to where they are now. This is why they start just all those snitching shit. All this led to all. I mean, it's a whole bunch of shit that led to a lot of shit. But I digress. But the thing is that Vlad has a sense of entitlement.
Sure does.
And when he gets called out, he lies. He lie right to your face and say, "I didn't say it. Why didn't mean it that way? Or you guys misinterpreted it." But this dude right here, he made a big thing about a professor at Princeton. He didn't even mention her being a professor.
Yeah, he
All
ain't
he
even
could say, "Hey, I'm a hip hop fan. I got an opinion too."
Yep.
He could have said that. No, he made a point to say a professor. And but guess what they've been going after? Black professors, black teachers, but at these universities, or not teachers, they call professors at these universities, excuse me.
And what are the chances that he would have had that same response if the professor was white? Think about that for a second.
That's what's been in the news lately. Remember, they've been going after DEI. They've been accusing anybody in CRT or DEI the last 6-7 years. Remember? So Vlad did that on purpose. See, a lot of that, I think that probably went over some people's head. They didn't go over my head. I caught that right away when he did that. A professor at Princeton. That's that DEI shit. That's what's going on with that. What was going on in the so-called Middle East. That's all that's connected. That's why he said what he said. That's why he said, I'm going to go tell, go let them know. Vlad think he's slick. And then some people, and then let me see. And they said, and then he said, don't try to change your words now. I'll be reaching out to Princeton about this on Monday. He threatened her. This is Vlad. He threatened her. This is why I told y'all do not get involved in what's going on between Israel and those people, those Palestinians. Why you think they've been trying to rope us into this conversation? Why you think they've been going after the black professors and some of these black professionals?
And reaching out to the university, what the hell does they have to do with it? I mean, why? What the hell do they have to do with anything? Like it's just a waste of time, man.
Vlad is one of them. He'll let you know. He'll let it be known in some of his interviews when he's talking about shit. Remember when he lied on Farrakhan, he said, I'm a Russian Jew. Remember when he said? That was he knew exactly. I called it. I'm like, this motherfucker gonna go. He's gonna go there. He didn't have to say it, but he made that threat. He knew exactly what he was doing. This dude is
Yeah,
dangerous, man. I kept telling
telling
y'all.
me.
I kept telling y'all. This is. I don't know why we always think these motherfuckers are cool. Look how Michael Rappaport, yo, all these years, and then all of a sudden, and then when he went after Kenya Moore, I told y'all. I said, dude, getting a little too personal. He keep talking about people. He was talking shit about Spike Lee years ago. Spike was talking about Jittery. Yo, Spike, you just shut up. I'm like, why is he so mad at Spike for pointing out? Like, I got issues with Spike Lee after what he did to Cosby, threw him under the bus. But I'm like, before that, like, why is he in these conversations? And then slowly but surely over the years, he was saying things. I'm like, uh-huh, uh-huh. And in the last few years, he's been showing his true colors. And I'm like, it's always the people that always think they think they know about black culture. They want to recite rap and certain songs, or they want to talk about certain foods and dance and stuff. That's the desensitized you. Oh, he cool, she cool. No, they not.
Hmm.
Because every now and then they let it slip how they really feel about us.
That's right.
I mean, this dude made a threat. And then she responded, semester over and my contract has been completed. But thanks for trying to bully me out of a job for centering black people because you got your feelings hurt. Very retaliating, huh? Nice tactic. She called
That was a nice little
it out.
clap back.
She called out on it. And then let me see what else. Well, I mean, then somebody said, now I'm not, like I said, I'm not cool with the word this nigga, whatever we call it. LOL, this nigga literally weaponized his whiteness to prove a point that he could. And y'all in the comments like, go Vlad, boy playing a dangerous game. Certain folks react to certain shit different. Ross better for telling. Not going everybody gonna do that. Let's see. Then Kevin on stage and comment, Vlad is whack for a myriad of reasons, but in this, you can tell he saw a black woman in a predominantly white university and tried to use his whiteness against her. Disgusting. Even everybody, yeah, I see. Everybody's peeping what he was doing. See, they think we're stupid. And this person responded, fair usage. Let me play his fair usage, folks.
Yeah, can barely hear this, y'all. But I see the tweets though. Can't hear this, y'all, but it's okay. We're gonna keep it going. Yeah, y'all see these tweets, y'all? Unbelievable. Yeah, he's backtracking because he miscalculated. That's exactly what he did. But you can't tell him nothing, no. Right on, right on, Soul King.
You tag Kristen multiple times, just admit it, share your feelings, and you retaliate by reacting like an angry, bitter white man and proving a point on why white people need to stay out of black business. You prove why you don't belong here. Or critiquing any country artist music that's so more up your alley. Anyways, yeah. See, this is why I kept saying for years, I said he's not to be involved in black culture.
There was some good clapback tweets. I
He's
give them that.
making profit off of it. But he did
Exactly.
what Ackerman and so many others of late been doing. We're gonna go after y'all. We're gonna go after how you make your money. But they've been doing that for years. But they've been going after black professors at these universities for the last 5 or 6 years, but especially the last last 6 7 months since this shit started over there October 7th. But this dude is known to get into conversations with black people. This is why there's a lot of these black celebrities. And one of my subs, I forget, he is. He has a list of all the Negroes that I done called out. They all been on Black TV at some point, whether they are alive or not. They all been on Black TV, just throwing people under the bus. Let me say this. Let me say this again. This dude is dangerous, and he's one of many. Okay, this is why they want to push this bill where if you call them out, is considered anti-Semitism. They don't
I'm gonna have more to say about that in Tariq Nasheed's video.
They don't want you calling them out on anything. They want to have free reign to do whatever they want. This is why when I hear people, I'm gonna say this, and I've been consistent in saying this. This is why when I hear people come at certain people now, I don't say nothing anymore. Let them fight their own battles because we as black people, we just stood by and helped everybody else fight their battles. And a lot of times we didn't help people that we shouldn't have been helping. Because in the long run, they have backstabbed us. They've used us to get what they need, and then turn around and we like fools. Because the commentaries I've seen, not the commentaries, video interviews that I've seen this dude do, I've never seen him go hard on his community or the shady things, the racist things they do. He won't do it.
Nope.
He go get these handkerchief head Negroes that sit in front of him, and he do that yo shit, and they fall for it. This dude, low key, he does this shit all the time. Like I see Godfrey every now he give interviews. I saw a recent interview when he was trying to explain that that brother he did not to be trusted either. Because one man when it first happened, he was going hard on Vlad. then if you listen to his recent interviews, it sort of moderates. Vlad, but he should. Now, either y'all gonna stand strong or you're not gonna stand at all. This motherfucker sits back and he didn't make money. But you know what? He's doing what they always done. Go make money off black folk. Go make money off black folk and then play. Then when you've done with us, say, okay, no need you no more. And then, but the moment you start seeing anything, I'm gonna fix you.
And also assume the role of a master instigator. Yep. We know the deal.
I mean, he went up there and he threatened this woman. And then he
Clearly.
thought that black folk was gonna sit there and say, oh, sister, you better be quiet. You're gonna go tell on you. And it backfired on his ass.
And you know what? We need to be on code like this more and more, as the days go by. Not just in instances when it comes to hip hop music, but I'm talking about in general. We need to get on code and remain on code like this. Sure, we're not going to agree on everything, but for the most part, we need to be on code like this on a consistent basis.
And any black person that sits down from this day forth and interview with them, y'all you have to put them on blast. It just can't be the same group of us out here pointing this out. Because like I said, I've been consistent. I've been telling y'all this dude is dangerous. And I know there's others have been saying it lately, but I've been saying it for well over a decade. And every time these bastards, they prove me right. Now, I don't have a problem with white folks listening to hip hop or R&B and shit, but there's certain topics or certain things they just shouldn't be talking about.
Exactly.
And certain shit they shouldn't get involved in. Certain conversations they need to just step on the sideline. See, that's this arrogant thing. They figured because if you listen to Julian Margulies and Michael Rappaport and the rest of them, they're like, we tell black folks what to do. Y'all are not smart enough. We the ones that put these things in your head. We the ones could know better than you do. It's like they got to hold our hands, like they got to teach us how to eat, how to tie our shoes. That's that paternalistic mindset they have towards us. It's dangerous. It is very insulting. Vlad knew exactly what he was doing. And Vlad, I'm telling you, man, boy.
It won't no mistake. He ain't make no mistakes. He knew what he was doing.
I really hope some of y'all start to see what's going on. And stop being afraid to call this shit out. These motherfuckers don't bite their tongue when it come down to us. This is not reverse racism or anti-Semitism or nope. Anti-immigrant homophobia, whatever things nope. They try to put on us.
Nope, it's not
we
about
any. We gotta stop being afraid to call out what we see. Let's stop waiting till we get among each other like, stop. I mean, this dude literally threatened us. I'm gonna go tell Chris on you. I'm gonna see. He was threatening to get this chick fired, and then it backfired. Now he's saying, "Well, that wasn't my intention."
That's some real high school stuff, y'all.
We saw you. This ain't the first time this dude's threatening to do some shit like this before to somebody. And like I said, if this is not you as a white person, if this is not your mindset, I'm not talking about you. But if you recognize this type of shit, y'all need to call this shit in your community. Call it out. That this arrogant ass mindset, they think they're smarter than us. Like, I don't get in their conversations. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I stay out of their business. But a lot of our issues in our community, if you break it down, it comes from them always butting into our business. This is how you should talk to your kids. This is what you should do. This is how you should do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. This should do relationships. Do this. Do this. Do this. And then when we do it, we regret it. And I'm sitting there like I know a lot of parents, 30 some years ago, they wish to God they never got don't discipline your children's way. Don't do this way. And because I even heard people here saying, yo, should have followed my mom, should have disciplined like our parents disciplined. Should have never let the
Yeah,
kids
man.
listen to this. Never should have let this go on. Because we let everybody else into our community. And this the thing. People like Vlad, they come into our community, they learn our culture, they turn back around and make profit off of it. They claim it as theirs. I mean, the joke is pure. This dude is pure evil, man. And I don't know why it
Culture.
takes so long for so many other people to see it. But I guess it takes time for blindness to come off of some of my people. But I'm glad there are people out here who do see it. But like I said, I saw this over a decade ago. I said, this dude is dangerous.
Yeah, Harvey been talking about it.
But this man made a threat to his sister. Then he gonna down. He gonna pretend like, oh, that's not what I meant. We know you said it. You typed it. You typed it out. But hey, you
Yeah, he tried.
you thought it out. You typed it out. You was thinking it. You was gonna do it. You said it. About yeah.
Yep, he tried
You
it.
was going there with it.
Yep.
Rotten bastard.
All right, so again, shout out to Brother Harvey for that video. He made some real good points, and like many others, he's been talking about DJ Vlad for years. So it just basically confirmed everything that he's been saying about the guy. So again, shout out to Harvey, and from there we're gonna go right to Tariq Nasheed's video. I skipped ahead a little bit because we're gonna go right into when he starts talking about the DJ Vlad thing, and there's another part of his video that I'm gonna comment on too, but we're gonna jump right into it here. Right. And again, fair usage, y'all. Fair usage. Right. Sit your ass down. And of all the DJs we could ask, why would we go and ask him? Come on now. And I'm gonna make a brief comment about that. I got mad respect for Mr. Tariq. And as you all know, I'm a Democrat, and I do disagree with him a little bit when it comes to the Democratic shilling, but we're not going to turn this into that. So, I just wanted to make that clear. Right. Exactly. And again, what the hell does the university have to do with this? Why would you even take it there? I mean, it's clear what the hell you was doing, man. I mean, why take it there? Hmm. Right. And see, Harvey was saying the same thing in the previous video. Exactly. Exactly. It don't take long. And I do agree with Tariq Nasheed on that, because this was strictly, a hip hop matter. So why even attempt to try to turn this into a gender thing? It's not about black men and black women here. Why even try to turn it into that? Having your thoughts is one thing, but it's clear what you're doing when you try to turn it into that, when that was not the nature of the discussion here. Now, let me stop it right there. Okay, now I need to look more into this. Now, speaking as a future politician and as a Democrat here, I wouldn't vote for no legislation like that because anything can be weaponized and called anti-Semitic or anything like that. And I just say, for my people out there who listening, I would be in favor of legislation that's dedicated solely to, you know, basically something for us. Crimes against us, you should be prosecuted for that. I will be in favor of some, black African American legislation on that end. I would support that. Yeah, I will vote for it. Would I champion it? Most likely, yes. So I just wanted to let y'all know that. But yeah, this type of bill, I wouldn't vote for nothing like that because it's clear. You can make any kind of comment that could be deemed anti-Semitic, and you're going to get, prosecuted for that. No, that's taking it a little bit too far. That's crazy. That's what they do. And let me stop right there. Okay, Tariq is cooking. Now I just want to go back to Harvey right quick. Harvey has been talking about this as well. I'll go ahead and set this on my behalf as well as their behalf. There is no anti-Semitic behavior or anti-sentiment. I may be pronouncing that wrong, but y'all get what I'm saying. There's no anti-Semitism or anything like that in the black community. It's not. Now, if there is some pockets out there who have those beliefs, believe me, it's not a lot. It doesn't make up the majority of black people. We don't get down like that. People, they don't do anything to us like that. Granted, we may have issues from time to time, but we're not on this crusade like, we don't like Jewish people or Jewish Americans or anything like that. We don't do that. I don't have any issues with Jews or Jewish Americans or anybody like that or anybody who comes from abroad. I don't have no issues like that. So no, it's no big pandemic or any big issue here in the black community that we see people like that. No, it's not like that at all. You know, and for anybody to make those claims, they're wrong. There's no anti-Semitism in the black community. We don't roll like that, y'all. Exactly. Exactly. Right. That's what they doing. Yep. You know what they doing. Yeah. Now he's about to bring up a recent clip from Morning Joe. Now, those who seen my previous videos know that I do use MSNBC clips. I do use Morning Joe clips. And Morning Joe, they usually be on point, especially when they're giving Donald Trump that smoke. But in this case, for them to give these people a platform, I gotta question that a little bit because if anything, they would have been on CNN doing the same thing. They wouldn't be on Fox News. They would be on Good Morning America, the Talk, the View, all that other stuff. So yeah, we about to check this out, y'all. And I completely co-sign on that one, Tariq. I do. Oh God. I'm just realizing she said that. Oh my goodness. Did she really said that? And it is so not true, man. Let's continue with this mess. Exactly. Right. Exactly. Yeah, a complete lie. It certainly ain't. A complete lie. Exactly. That's right. They sure do. With a smile on their face. No doubt. Crazy. That's me black anti-Semitism, man. Exactly. He's saying a lot, but ain't saying a damn thing. I didn't get one thing that he said. Right. And let me stop right there. I'm gonna do this quote from the Panther movie. Shout out to what's the guy's name? Let me get his name right quick. Give me 1 second. What is his name? Yeah, Courtney B. Vance. Courtney B. Vance played Bobby Seale in the movie Panther from 1995. I still got to get that Blu-ray, by the way. And in that movie, the character said the Panthers are not anti-white, we're anti-oppression. You cannot fight racism with racism. And that quote, I always remembered it. And that applies to real life just like it applied in that movie. We're not anti-white, we're anti-oppression. Damn straight. And why would you bring that movie up? That had nothing to do with this either. Like, let's let's keep going, y'all. Yeah, yeah, we get the gist. That's right. Right. We don't need to be there. We don't need to be there. Right. Right. Because apparently that sort of thing doesn't exist. Got it. Got it. And some of them call them fair can. Get out of here. Exactly. Exactly. I won't lie, y'all. Miss Tishby is cute. I ain't gonna lie there, but let's keep it moving. Complete cap. Yeah. Added nothing. Please do. Damn, brother, that was a lot of words salad. Jesus. Lord Jesus. Bless their hearts. Right. See? Exactly. That's right. Nope. Nope. Sure haven't. All right, let me stop it right there. Now I'm going to continue on to the next part of his video. But yeah, shout out to Mr. Tariq. Yeah, he was cooking on this one. I mean, he made a lot of good points, just like Harvey did. So, you know, rightfully taking DJ Vlad to task for how he acted because it was clear as day what he was doing. You know, anybody can see that. You know, a blind man can see that. So we're gonna skip ahead just a little bit to the next part, and then we're gonna close this video out. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Okay, y'all. This will be my first time talking about Sexy Red on my channel. Okay, now I'm not a fan. You know, Homegirl is ratchet. I mean, she's the queen of ratchet. You know, I'm not a fan. Now, I hate to even admit this, y'all, but look, let me tell you something. If she was a woman of substance, shout out to Love Dorsey for that comment. You know, Love Dorsey, check her out. If she was a woman of substance, even at 25, 26 years old, she would turn some heads because I mean, underneath the ratchet exterior, she's cute. And it's kind of weird for me to say that considering the type of person that we're dealing with. But like I said, if she was of a different caliber, she would be able to turn some heads, but she turned heads in the wrong way, you know. And what Tariq Nasheed is about to go in um here is another example why. So let's go on. But yeah, I just wanted to admit that, y'all. Let's go. And for the record, I don't, you know, I granted, you know, I know there's a time and place for that. Like Tariq is probably going to say here. I think he is going to say it. Forget I said probably. I think he did mention that, you know, there is a time and place for that, I guess, but not for me. I want no parts of that. None, none, none. Check that out. Of course. Of course. Yep. Because you see how messed up things is. They would look at her, Sexy Damn Red, as the representation of black women, but because of Beyonce doing a country album, they frown upon that. You see how backwards this is? See, that's what they think about you. Exactly. That's what they think about you. And it's no surprise. You know, it's no surprise. And I remember another content creator, her name is Crimson Cure. Shout out to her. She did a video talking about something dealing with twerking and something like that. Probably one of them videos where somebody was twerking at a place where they didn't need to be twerking. And one of the comments that she made was every time they hear a beat drop, here they go, and that is true, may not be the exact case here, but that's what they think about you. They will celebrate this and put this out there, but Beyonce and who she is and doing a country music album, like I said, they'll frown upon that. You know, you can't make this up, y'all. Yep, exactly, exactly, exactly. That's what they're saying. Nope, yeah, because that's what it all boils down to, right? Everything is if everything ain't a damn joke, everything is about having fun, 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 fun. Right, right. Nope, with the quickness. Right, exactly. No big deal. Nope. Yep. Yep, that's a good point. And let me speak on Lizzo real quick now. Lizzo, I'm not a fan, but I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. If she was thinner and had a better attitude about herself, again, she would turn heads for different reasons. But I keep it real with y'all. She's cute. She's a little bit easy on the eyes. Okay, that may be surprising for some of y'all to hear, but she's easy on the eyes. But her attitude is a thumbs down. The way she carry herself is a thumbs down, and all of that other stuff that comes with that is a complete thumbs down, y'all. Right. Yep. Exactly. And I wouldn't be surprised if them cats don't even go to the damn university. But let's continue. Yeah, check this out. Y'all hear that? I mean, complete disrespect. Now I don't have any issues with Lizzo, but just to call her name like that was a blatant form of disrespect. Anybody can see that. And then, of course, the language, when it comes to them, yeah, that's how they talk, you know. And see, now some people probably look at that as a joke because, again, like I always say, everything is a damn joke, right? Until you switch it on them and start calling them names, then they're gonna be butthurt on Good Morning America, crying, talking about they was treated wrong. But I digress. And you see that, the monkey sounds and all that, that was a joke too, right? And then Tariq is about to go in on this one, but you see how the police officers, they, see, when I police, I think they police officers or security guards, either one. You see, when somebody is being orderly, in this case, a black woman, a heavy set black woman, she's the threat. But the guys who are the threats, they're treated like they're orderly, right? That's how that shit works. Got it. Got it. Now, to give a slight benefit of the doubt here, you could make the case that the reason why the security police, they're keeping the black woman back is to keep her from harm. You can say that may be the case here, but the way that it looks like they're restraining her, but letting the white people have free reign in the situation. That's how it looks. Yep. Right. Exactly. It's anti praise. Yep. It sure does. Yep. Talk to him. Not to me. I want no parts of it. Bingo. I disagree. Her music is trash. Pound Town is trash. Ski Yee is trash. Uh, I agree with that. We did. Yeah, we did. Now, I was gonna go to the back and grab my collection and see if she's on any of them older Ghetto Boys albums and some of the earlier Scarface albums, but in the interest of time, I just decided not to do that. But I'm gonna check at a certain point though. Yeah. Yes, that's right. And for the record, y'all, before he gets into it, I just want to tell y'all my top five favorite female artists of all time are MC Light, Raw Digger, Heather B, Lauren Hill, and Queen Latifah. In that order, y'all. Now let me mention this too, because usually when people talk about, let's say, for example, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, they usually like to bring up Lil Kim and Foxy Brown. Okay, now I do come from a time, and I remember how big Lil Kim and Foxy Brown were, like 96, 97 ish. I remember that. I was a big fan. I still listen to the old stuff today. But the difference here is that even though Lil Kim and Foxy Brown, they had their moments on the mic, they had their moments, regarding the clothes that they wore, the songs that they put out, all of that. They weren't at no schools. They weren't invited to schools. And if anything, there was a clip way back when Lil Kim was giving some game, if you will, to a young girl who she pretty much told her, and I'm paraphrasing, you don't need to be listening to my music, but also kind of, giving her some, knowledge and wisdom and stuff like that. You wouldn't get that today. So that's the difference here. Yes, Lil Kim and Foxy Brown, they were at the top of their game at one point, but they weren't that damn ratchet, y'all. Let's keep it clear. Yep. Remember that? Yep. Yep. She did. That's right. Yes. Yes. Nope. Oh, Salt and Pepper always kept it classy. And MC Light is the pinnacle of what a female artist should be. They sure did. I remember Mercedes from No Limit. I sure do. Rear end. Yeah, I remember. There is none. Shit. Rest in peace. Yep. Yep. I'm a big Mary J. Blige fan, y'all. Now, in a future video, I'm going to talk about that briefly. But yeah, I'm a big Mary J. Blige fan, y'all. Yep. That's right. Yeah. Trash. Now, Megan Thee Stallion, she's easy on the eyes. I just don't, I'm not a fan of the music. Trash. Fly. Fly. That's right. Fly sisters, fly talent, fly black talent. Hmm. I'm not a fan of Cardi B. She may be easy on the eyes, but y'all, I can't stand her voice when she talks regularly. Oh my God, cringy. Sukiana, trash. And speaking of which, didn't she? I believe her and Sexy Red had a video. I think it came out last year or something like that. They were performing in front of a damn Popeyes chicken, y'all. Not only is the music trash and the attitude trash, but then you gotta perpetuate one of the most known stereotypes when it comes to black people. Performing in front of a chicken spot. When I saw the clips of that, I just shook my damn head, y'all. But yeah, Sukiana, yeah, she trash. And let me be clear, when I was saying trash, I'm talking about their music. City Girls, Glorilla, Sukiana, Sexy Red, all of them. The music is trash individually, and as people, their attitudes are just ratchet. Thumbs down on the attitude. Yeah, yep, yep, none. She is. Sure did. We sure do. Trash music. And I'm gonna stop it right there, y'all. Again, big shout out to Tariq Nasheed and all of the points that he made. And again, a shout out to Brother Harvey as well. And I just want to close by saying this. I was gonna do a separate video on this, but I'm gonna end it with this. When it comes to interracial relationships, interracial dating and marriage and stuff like that, specifically between, blacks and whites. In general, I don't have an issue with that. You're an adult, you're free to be in a relationship with whoever you want to be with. That's your choice to make. If you want to date a white woman and you're a black man, go ahead. If you're a black woman and you want to date a white man, go right ahead. The only time I draw a line and the only time I have an issue is if, for two examples, if a black man gets with a white woman, but he starts downgrading or denigrating black women, that's when I have an issue. If a white man gets with a black woman and the black woman in the process is denigrating the black man, that's when I have an issue. Again, date who you want to date, marry who you want to marry, do all of that, but at the same time, don't down your own people in the process. That's when I push back, and I will push back with the quickness. So with that being said, y'all, we pushing 2 hours with this one. I just want to say again, shout out to Brother Harvey. Shout out to Brother Tariq Nasheed. Go ahead and follow them cats if you haven't done so already. In the meantime, if you like what you heard and you're ready to become part of Team Discipline, go ahead and hit that like button and drop some comments if you're feeling the content. And last but not least, hit that subscribe button along with the bell so you're notified when I drop new videos. And again, let me know your thoughts on this. Do you agree with Harvey? Do you agree with Tariq Nasheed? Also, do you agree with DJ Vlad? Or do you not agree with him? Just let me know, and we can get some thoughts started here in the comments section. But other than that, y'all, until next time, my people, take care of yourselves, and remember, the power of the mind is valuable.